Hi, friends. I'm so happy to be with you all through this wonderful platform provided by imomsnkids. It's truly building network for moms. I would like to thank Sonal for giving me an opportunity to be here with all of you, doing what I love doing the most, connecting with parents. Now, I know most of us are locked down in our respective places, awaiting for the worst to get over with and pick up from where and whatever is left for us to pick up from, be it the overall economic status of our country, our routine before the lockdown happened, catching up with the social life in the real world, the academics of our children, and so on. Now, as we know, none of our experiences happen in a vacuum. Even when we go back to our old ways, something in us is bound to get impacted. If not for a lifetime, but definitely for a real long time. To begin with, we may no longer be able to say what we have been saying until now. I have never seen the world come to a grinding halt like this before. Like I tell my children in Mumbai, you see that clear road between our building and the next one? You know, there was a time some 15 years back when I couldn't cross that road for it was a river gushing down there. 26 July floods, the day when Mumbai came to a standstill. Well, today, my elder daughter, who is in 7th grade, tells me, Mama, I have my own thrilling story now. Okay, so before we hit upon our topic for today, how to handle the new challenges that coronavirus lockdown brings in for us, the parents. I'm sure each one of us has set in a new routine in the last 5-6 days of the lockdown. And I hope, and I really hope, that we are taking out moments to notice, truly notice things happening around us, especially people around us. Now, what are those notice moments? In the morning, when our bell rings and the housekeeping staff turns up, hope we are giving a smile to that person and slipping in thanks for being there for me note. While rushing to fill our grocery quota, when we cross the security person, the fruit vendor, the grocery selling guy, the policeman, hope we are making an eye contact and an appreciative note to those people. When we are at home and a magic is unfolding around, are we noticing it? The sparrows relaxing outside our window, the clear blue sky, the chattering of squirrels, cooing of birds filtering in through the stillness in the air, magic of milk packets being delivered at our doorstep each day, magic of news reaching to us from different corners of the world despite a lockdown, magic of patients in the hospitals recuperating and getting reunited with their families. Each act of a gratitude expressed is bound to fill our hearts and make us feel so light and generous that we are going to rub this euphoric feeling onto our children. Whenever we do this, we leave a hope in them, a trust in humanity, humility, respect for labor, and most important, a sense of unity across diversity, across borders. And this is the note with which I would like to open the topic. Notice. Like one of the parents having 3-year-old child shared with me a few days back, Kiran, I see my child becoming more talkative now. I think I'm going to feel guilty when joining back my job. Well, these are the notice moments, these are the connect moments, these are the behavior development moments. It is important for parents to reflect back the confidence that this shall pass. Not in a warning manner. Hey, you're having a jolly good time at home, watching TV all day. Once schools open, it would be very tough on you. What I mean here is the empathetic manner. Like facing any other trauma in life, children do well when they are surrounded by understanding and supportive adults. Often, what seems to us as a lot of scientific mumbo-jumbo, sharing information with children makes them feel important. To be included in such technical, seemingly sounding like adult information, of course expressed in an age-appropriate manner. Also, they feel better prepared to accept the situation. Find right sources for the information and talk unfazed, presenting a balanced view. Follow the guidelines by medical practitioners. Work with children to put hygiene activities in place. So all said, children have right to feel disappointed. Disappointed at missing out on outdoors, on socializing with friends. We should show an understanding of their emotions. These are the words that reflect our empathy. I know it is tough for you to have missed meeting your friend on her birthday. I know it is tough for you to see our vacation plans getting cancelled. I'm disappointed as well. You know what? We are in it together. And that gives me great strength. So what can help quell the fears of the children is to take one day at a time and achieving something each day. Be it a new song that the child created, some drawing, reading a book, learning to cook something for the first time. So this is an amazing time to open up the history books, read aloud to the children, read with the child. I often rue that our children are not reading enough, and with whatever free time they have from school, tuition, socializing with friends, is getting snuffed away by the devices. They aren't left with time to read. Non-academic, interest-driven way. Studies have shown that reading helps to spark their imagination and curiosity, and it expands their understanding of the world. It helps them to develop vocabulary, communication, and language skills. It also builds listening skills and better prepares to understand the written word. So in a way, this is the character of the child. Love for reading is the best gift that any parent can give to their child. So go ahead, take printouts, read online, exchange books with the neighbors, share survival stories, men's resilience spirit, the cave rescue in Thailand, World War stories, freedom fight stories, pandemics in the past versus now, Anne Frank's diary, even watching movies like Life is Beautiful, Pursuit of Happiness. And don't forget to discuss various plots and subplots of the movies, books, articles during mealtime or sleep time. This leaves hope with our children. So most important is our narration to ourselves and with our little ones. Yes, it is tough going. Yes, it is restrictive. We are in it together and we'll come out of it together. Till that happens, we keep looking for the silver lining in the cloud. Stuart Little. We can also try to play the humor side of the situation. Say, wow, we are all playing a big box at home, or the American Big Brother. The morale of children stays up when we keep things light and not necessarily dismissive, right? After all, they are not made to handle situations like, you know what, this is a doomsday now. And to tell you the secret, even if an adult tells them so, often their never give up mind wouldn't allow them to believe it. They grow up with superhero stories. They dream of it all the times. Now let's get into more specifics on what exactly we can do at home with children around. Based on the restrictions of your place, have some high-level routine of the children with more or less same time of sleep and waking time. The activities should ideally include a mix of self-care chores like making your bed, putting your clothes out to dry, arranging your wardrobe, clearing up toys, and so on. Then it should include household chores like cleaning your own plate after food, helping in the broom and mop of the house, or even taking help in cooking. Basically, making the household activities participative. Soon the child would come and show you, look mama, how much garbage I took out from my room today. Even a 4-year-old child looks forward to take a broom and do his bit. However, please don't use chores as a punishment. We want to build a respect for labor here, isn't it? Third thing, set aside some time for reading. Either academics or unstructured reading, paper-based or online, doesn't matter. Read. To the child, with the child. Then fourth, indulge in physical games like hide and seek, indoor trampoline, rope ladder, inflatable bouncer animals, blind man's buff, dancing with music, some rough games like jumping on a mattress on the floor, having a wrestling game, squash on the house wall, catching each other across rooms, letting child invent on the spot seemingly silly games like taking turns to try pushing each other from the bed or mimicking each other. The list goes right till your imaginations do. So now coming to the sitting games. We have playing board games, blowing bubbles, sewing dresses, letting children cook, musical movements with singing, drumming, piano, flute, family video games, family movie binge, video calls with relatives, clay time, sand time, paper cutting, painting wall. Sky is the limit to the creativity here. And of course, lots and lots of exploration of make-believe world. Watch Jumanji movie. Furniture becomes tent, dolls getting married, toy animals getting a wash, needing food, blocks coming alive as a kingdom or space stations, the floor becoming a coloring pad, the world shrinks into our house. Give freedom to the children to imagine. Now, sixthly, if some playtime with a friend in the neighborhood is allowed, go ahead with it. Some terrace time, some walk within the society premises. And lastly, most important, try having meals together. Make it a decision time over various common topics, sharing your childhood stories, maybe games like Atlas. Everybody gets a chance to say different places, animals, food names, starting from the last letter of the previous word. There are many such games. In fact, this is one echo I get from most of the parents, be it working from home or otherwise. We are now getting a chance to have meals together. Cherish these moments, for it is not for nothing that we say, families that eat together, stay together. So overall, except few rules around hygiene, routine of eating, sleeping, self-care activities, chores, and academics, if required, give freedom to the child in deciding the sequence of their activities as they like and when they like. The more they are given an opportunity to be self-driven, the more purposeful they feel. All right? And finally, have lots and lots of hugs, kisses, high fives, physical touch, and praise moments. It is therapeutic, it is de-stressing for both you and your child. Now, did I forget mentioning something all the while? The time of the child with mobile devices. Well, I wouldn't advocate increasing that during this time. It should either be the same as before, or with you being around now for a longer time, it should get replaced with more face-to-face time activities. Studies and my personal experiences with parents have shown that as the time with devices increase, so does the overall restlessness and frustration of the child, and of course, all other behavioral challenges. Okay, so if there are 4 things that I wish for you as a takeaway from this session, I would say they are: stay positive, read to the child, read with the child, make the household chores participative as much as possible, let the child decide what to do, when to do, at their own pace from within a list of allowed activities. So this is a good time for children and parents to practice building better interpersonal skills, expanding their heart and mind. So our primary aim is be inventive and innovative. With no clock ticking behind our heads, this could be a great time to build mutual connect, something that will last beyond this social isolation period. Thank you for listening to me, and here is the room open to take as many questions as you have. Remember, we have no clock ticking behind our heads today. Feel free to drop your comments in the box below. Thank you so much.